Good morning, students, and welcome to the session of Energy Audit and Management EAM, Unit 4, that is Energy Audit. So, we have introduction about types of losses, how to reduce losses, then what are the types of energy audits. Today, we'll have discussion on energy audit instruments, that is, what type of instruments are used while conducting energy audit. So not only electrical, there are some other instruments also which are measuring some other parameters or other properties that we are going to discuss today. So firstly we'll study that what are the quantities or what are the parameters that are to be measured by various types of equipments. So first is let us have a discussion on liquid or gas flow, which is very prominent, for example in transformers, main tank to conservator, conservator to radiator, radiator to OLTC. So there is always flow of oil. So this also comes under measurement because to have normal working of the transformer, there should be a continuous flow of oil. So therefore, we have to observe the flow, and we require some flow meters for measurement of this oil flow. Second is there is a flow of gas in case of SF6 circuit breaker. When there is a fault, there is a separation of two contacts and there is a formation of the arc between two contacts, and this arc will have to be quenched, so there is a gas flow. So there's asepsis gas comes from cylinder or from compression cylinder to the nozzles, and from nozzles it is injected on the arc so as to quench the arc. So flow of gas is also important in such equipments like SF6 transformers that we have studied. Then there are basic parameters of electricity, that is three voltages, RYB voltages, then RF3 currents, RYB currents. Then there are different types of powers like PQS, real power, reactive power, and apparent power. Then power factor measurement is also involved. Then measurement of frequency and various type of energies like kWh, kVAh, and RkVH. So in this way, we are required to measure various electrical properties or electrical parameters for which we require different types of instruments that we are going to study today. Then measurement of temperature is also there in a number of devices. For example, the oil temperature indicator or a winding temperature indicator provided inside transformer performs measurement of these parameters, temperatures. So temperature of oil, temperature of winding is required to be maintained, because if it goes beyond the threshold temperature, then there may be a problem. So therefore, temperature monitoring is also required to be done by the equipments like thermometer and thermostat, etc. Then next comes is different types like pressure. In pressure also, we have to see what is the pressure of SF6 gas, or in case of A6 breaker, what is the air blast circuit breaker pressure of the air, because air blast circuit breaker works on the principle of pressure of air. So therefore this pressure has to be monitored so that the breaker should be able to trip in the event of fault. Then measurement of pressure is also important, like SF6 gas pressure or other types of pressures are also there, like DG, other things. So in this way, we have to measure that different types of parameters, which also includes dissolved gas cases, like DGA analysis we are performing, which involves measurement of dissolved gases or what are the contents, what is the contribution of dissolved gases. Ideally, the quantum of dissolved gas should be zero, but it is not there in practice. There are certain gases, so their contribution in terms of percentage or ppm is measured, and total it should be observed that total it should not be beyond 1000. So that is conducted by DJI analyzers or Kelvin kits, online DJI. Different parameters are there for measurement of DGA. The next parameter is relative humidity. The relative humidity of transformer oil is always monitored, and for which we are providing online DGA itself, which measures RH, that is relative humidity. And the next is what are the various levels, and then luminance levels. What are the intensities of lights, how much lumens are required to be kept. So all these things are required under measurement of lumen or luminous intensity. So these things we are going to study in this chapter, and we'll have what type of instruments that are mainly used in conduction of energy audit. So let us start with electrical measuring equipments like voltmeter, ammeter, smart energy meter, power factor meter, number of frequency meter, phase sequence meter. Number of instruments are there. We are performing electrical measurements. So these are required while conducting energy audit. For example, other instruments like Megger, which is used for measurement of internal resistance, is also required to be provided. Then standard reference meter, which is connected across the meter to be tested, and their parameters are observed relatively. Then there is a combustion analyzer, like what is the air to fuel ratio is required to be monitored. Then fuel efficiency monitor, that it will monitor what is the efficiency of the fuel, how much efficiency or what is the combustion efficiency is required to be monitored. Then the gas analyzer and liquid analyzer. So if there is a leak, then that leak can be detected by gas leak detector or leak detector. So the gas leak detector are generally observed in instruments like SF6 circuit breaker to measure the leakage of SF6 gas, or in terms of leakage of oil also there are certain gauges which perform monitoring of any type of leakage. So that gas leakage is also important. Then thermometer is used for measurement of temperature. uh, Different types of thermometers are there. Thermostats are there, or WTI, winding temperature indicator, or OTI, oil temperature indicator. So these are used for the measurement of temperature basically. Then anemometer is there for measurement of flow, that is also used. Water flow meter is there for measurement of flow of water. Then leakage detection, as I have told you, that gas or SF6 leak detection is conducted by leakage detectors. So in this way, number of are there, and lux meter is there next. So lux meter is measurement for luminous intensity, and measurement of lumens, that how much lumens are actually there. So it comprises of the photocell that converts light energy into electrical energy, and the electrical energy is in form of a measurable type of energy. It can be measured easily. Next is data logger. So data logger is used for recording purposes. If you want to record some readings, or if you record some graphs or waveforms, then this can be done using data logger. And signal wave shapes, even on off state of the switches or contacts is also recorded by data logger. And next is thermovision camera. Thermography is a very important tool for maintenance engineers, because whenever there is a loosening of the joint in the transmission lines or different connections are there at power supply installations. So it is to be monitored whether the connections are intact and the connections are proper. If there is a loosening of the joint, then there is a formation of air inside the joint, and if some water accumulates in that joint, then it may have hotspot developed, or the temperature of that joint rises. Even there is no moisture also, if only ordinary gap is there, then also there is a probability of formation of the temperature. And it is said that 50 degrees centigrade is the threshold value of temperature, because beyond 50 degrees centigrade there is a chances of red hot or hot spot. The hot spot is defined as the temperature of 50 degrees centigrade, beyond which it is highly risky to go with that hotspot. So we have to attend that hotspot by taking outage or hotline work and tighten it or replace it as required. And then we have to see that the temperature comes down below 50 degrees centigrade. So such type of hotspots are detected by the instrument called thermovision camera. So it comprises of infrared camera, laser gun, infrared gun, and they will one will detect the spot and other will sense the temperature, and that temperature is stored in the memory of a camera. So after taking review of joints, we can come to know which joint is having hotspot, and accordingly that hotspot is attended. Because of thermovision camera, lot of interruptions have been avoided, because well in advance we come to know that this hotspot is going to take the shape of red hot, which is very dangerous. It may give rise to fire hazards or bus faults or flashovers, which is very dangerous. Therefore, if the hotspot is beyond 100, then we have to attend it on top priority. So such type of information is provided by thermovision camera, and as I said that it is the blessing for maintenance engineers, because there is a substantial reduction in the interruptions because of thermovision camera. So thermovision camera is also taken for the purpose of energy audit and inspection, to watch whether there is a hotspot or not. So I think this is enough about the different types of instruments used in energy audit, or what you call as a energy audit instrumentation. So we'll wrap up here, students, and next time we'll have continuation with this unit, and we'll see the other part that is remaining. So thank you very much, and see you soon in the next studio. Next video, sorry. Thank you so much.